Out in front is going to be Richie Reynolds. He's on the nose. In the number 2 spot is George Stricken. In the 3 spot, Brian Robison. Russ Dyer, Jeffrey Glossop, and Jeff Johnson. Nice. This is Stock Touring A Main. Final race of the outdoor season here for the Seattle RC Racers at Seatac RC Raceway. Nice to see. Corner marshals out there. I see Willie. I see Mike. I see Jeff. Got lower right. Excellent. Okay, good coverage, guys. Corner marshals ready. Drivers ready. Let's go racing on the tone in 5. Easy squeezy, good clean start. Nice start. Beautiful drivers. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Not a touch on that first lap. Excellent. Yep, got to use your heads out there. This is a real racetrack. Richie Reynolds getting away clean, but he has a rear view mirror full of George Stricken. Richie comes down into La Source. George right on top of him. Richie's in the all green, or yeah, all orange. George is in the blue. And in the 3 spot, hanging out there, left, waiting for these guys to make a little tap, is Ryan Robison. He's not letting this race get away from him. He's staying in touch. But it's George Stricken all over the back of Richie Reynolds. Half a second separated those 2 drivers on the last pass. George driving tough. He showed up this summer to race with us, and he's getting the hang of it clearly. Here he is challenging one of our best. Oh, and he makes a good clean inside move, and he gets around it. Richie took it back briefly, and George Stricken is out in front, making a nice move on the leader. So now it's up to Richie Reynolds to see if he can take the fight right back to George. Meanwhile, Ryan Robison still hanging out there. These guys can't get too focused on each other because right there is Ryan Robison. In fact, on the last pass it was 1.1, and now it is 0.9 as this 2-horse fight starts to turn into a 3. So George Stricken now out in front. He's in the blue, Richie in the orange, Ryan in the yellow. Good clean racing up at the front of this one. George driving that hot bodies. Or I guess it's the HPI Pro 5, not hot bodies anymore. Richie's still hanging tough with Brian right behind him. Richie keeping it within a second. 0.8 between Richie and George Stricken. With Ryan Robison 1.8 behind Richie.
Left.
Halfway mark, halfway mark. Still plenty of time for the pressure to build. George Stricken hanging tough. Richie right behind him. Got your lead battle coming up on you, Russ and Jeffrey. Oh, nice stuff. Nice stuff. Here it comes on you next, Jeffrey. You see that coming. Yeah, I know you see it. Just these guys are in a heck of a battle. Richie pressuring the heck out of George Stricken. He's all over the back of him. It is nose to tail. Through the infield they come.
My front belt's still on.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes, 2 long minutes still to go. George driving super tough with Richie Reynolds all over his back. Some nerves showing up. Yep, George was in a little bit of green there. He was out of shape. Up to you, Richie. I'm going to call it a racing incident. Richie's going to give it back. That's his call. He wants to make it clean. Or he wants to make it otherwise. I think it was clean, but he's going to give that back and take another run at it. There's a little bit of traffic involved in that one. There's your lead battle on you, Jeffrey. Okay. Yeah, maybe leave him a little bit of room. Leave him a little bit of room.
1 minute left.
Okay, back at it. Back at it. 1 minute. Plenty of open track ahead of him. Oh, Richie coming in on the inside. Okay. Meanwhile, Ryan Robinson finds himself right back up in it with 38 seconds to go. It is now all 3 cars together. Oh, George Stricken catching those little dots. He stays on his feet, but that's definitely going to rattle him. And that's also going to put Ryan up in the 2 spot. Don't race these guys, Jeffrey. When you're driving clean, just, it is coming up on you, let them through. Okay, that works. It's tough in there when you've got traffic to manage. 4 seconds to go, so this is going to be it. The bell's about to go. When you cross the line, you will be done, drivers. George is all over the back of Ryan. Oh, he made a charge, but he didn't quite get there. So taking the win, Richie Reynolds in the 2 spot. Coming up after a long drive in the 3rd spot is Ryan. And finishing out the 3rd, George Stricken. Good driving. Great race.